looking to put a drive together. Play action. Now Williams. That's complete. Luther Burden. And out across midfield down to the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 28.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Bears at 3 and 8 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over in that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Pass complete to Odunze. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
It's 4th down and less than.
They'll go. Here's Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Luther Burden, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
First down, 49ers.
Looking to throw. Chapman. And that is incomplete. This defense for the Bears, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line.
Somewhat sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You look at at this Bears defense. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. The first carry here for Jordan James. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jordan James, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people are focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift, 65 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Now, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And it's incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was supposed to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Chapman. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Off play action. Chapman. He finds his man, complete. It's Peters. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Up the middle they go. Callahan. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back and forth first quarter of play. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A gain of 24 yards. That's good for the Bears. First down. First and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Give him 2 yards on the game there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Swift going to try up the middle. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
To the 28-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his second. touchdown in the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kill. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Purdy now to throw. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
But that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. We'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Back to throw again. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 53 yards. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game. Deep.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Back to throw. Chapman. And it's caught. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Williams. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Chapman. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
Vegas! What is up?
Looking to throw is Williams. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he comes back with one complete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6. Once again, it's Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Gain of 6 on the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
On 4th down, here's Williams. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room. Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw. Chapman. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now a 2nd and 10.
What is up?
To the air, Williams. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down, even though he's still in the pocket. He had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Cougar 19. 19 seconds. Chap 60.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did. And came through with a big-time pick six.
Santos with the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 135 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
32-yard line.
Ready to run.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know. and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
3 yards. That's another Bears first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Swift. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They go play action here. Purdy. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here we go. Rap ball, ladies. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Cut 19, cut 19. 79 Bronco. Dragon 60.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They run it with James. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that? That maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Off the bootleg, it's Williams. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. On the ground, it's James. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards there, the Niner first.
First down. Again, 13 yards. First down, 49.
James will work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing here, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Touchdown 49ers! From 8 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards there for number 15. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. To throw, Williams. Here's a diving catch right side. 14 yards in the Chicago first down.
That's good for the Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 23. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Get set. Get set.
Purdy. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there. A big one. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33. Off the play fake. Chapman. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down.
The 28-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Callahan. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
The Bears' 12-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now?
Picked off by Fred Warner. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
The 49ers. They'll take over first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Chapman. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And the 49ers first down.
Ready? Cougar 1979 Broncos.
Operating from the gun. Chapman. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
Here's second and 8. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a bedroom play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18. Jet 60, Jet 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Vegas.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 21 yards away. And the 49ers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace where the other offense are going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go. Here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second.
Here's a handoff to caught out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
2nd and 10.
Hey, Smash! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! 70 Rangers!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. CD, it's all window dressing at this point, and the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Roma Dunze, 56 yards. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Williams going to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounded, but it's 2nd down. Off-play action. Chapman. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Callahan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for San Francisco, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.